The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You are one thought away from peace." But what exactly does that mean? How can we actually put it into practice in our daily lives? Well, in today's video, we are going to explore 5 mental habits that will bring about inner peace and put an end to all the chaos inside your mind. So let's get started. Number 1, stop thinking in absolutes. Most of the time, our negative thoughts are exaggerated by our tendency to think in absolutes. We use words like always and never in a way that makes it seem like our experiences are unchanging and inescapable. For example, you might think, "I always feel this way," or "it never gets better." But the truth is, nothing is always or never true. There are no absolutes. This type of thinking traps us in our own negativity and prevents us from finding peace. Instead, try to be aware of your absolute statements and question their validity. Ask yourself if there really is no other way, or if you've tried and failed every single time. When you start to challenge these absolute thoughts, you will begin to see that things are not so black and white and that there is always room for improvement and change. Remember, even negative situations have some positive aspects to them. Even positive situations come with their fair share of challenges. It's all about how you choose to perceive things. So don't let your thoughts trap you in a prison of absolutes. Break free and start seeing the world in a more balanced light. And number 2, dwelling on the past doesn't change anything. Another thing that can cause inner turmoil is dwelling on past experiences, whether they're mistakes, regrets, or unresolved issues. When we dwell on the past, we tend to overanalyze everything. We might ruminate over past conversations, trying to figure out where we went wrong or replaying moments over and over in our heads, wondering what could have been. But here's the thing, dwelling on the past doesn't change anything. It doesn't fix mistakes, undo regrets, or resolve issues. In fact, it often makes things worse. When we focus on the past, we're not present in the now, and we miss out on the opportunity to create new positive experiences. We're stuck in a loop of negativity, which can lead to anxiety, stress, and overall unhappiness. Instead, it's important to accept the past and learn from it without obsessing over it. Mistakes happen. It's part of the human experience. But it is up to us to decide whether we are going to let them define us or move forward and become our best selves. Remember, you can't change the past, but you can change your attitude towards it. Number 3, stop making everything about you. Another habit that can cause inner chaos is making everything about ourselves. When we do this, we become overly concerned with how others perceive us and start taking things personally. For example, when someone doesn't like our post online, we might assume that it's a personal attack rather than just a difference of opinion. Or when someone criticizes our work, we might see it as a judgment of our entire being. But the truth is, most of the time, people aren't thinking about you as much as you think they are. When we make everything about ourselves, we take away our own power. We allow other people's opinions and actions to dictate our emotions and well-being. Instead, try to remember that you're not the center of the universe. Yes, you are important, but so are countless other people. When you zoom out and get a broader perspective, you'll realize that there are bigger things at play. There are people who are going through far more difficult situations than you are. And there are also people who are fortunate enough to be in a better position than you. When you gain this perspective, you will start to realize that your problems are not as big or as unique as you might think. And that's when you can start to find peace within yourself. Number 4, try not to judge yourself or others. Judgment is the enemy of peace. When we judge ourselves or others, we create a sense of separation and conflict. We start to see ourselves as better or worse than others, which leads to feelings of superiority or inferiority. But the truth is, there's no such thing as better or worse. Everyone is just trying to do their best in their own unique way. So instead of judging, try to understand. Try to see things from other people's perspectives and empathize with their struggles. When you do this, you will start to break down the walls that separate you from others, and you will feel a sense of connection and belonging. This is the first step towards finding inner peace. It's important to remember that everyone makes mistakes. We're all human, and we're all imperfect. So instead of judging yourself or others, try to be compassionate and understanding. Everyone is fighting their own battles, so be kind and forgiving. When you do this, you'll start to create a more peaceful world around you. And finally, number 5, don't let your emotions rule. When we let our emotions rule us, we give them too much power. We allow ourselves to be controlled by our anger, jealousy, fear, or any other negative feeling. But the truth is, our emotions are just that, emotions. They're not facts. They're not commands. They're just feelings that come and go like the waves of the ocean. When we let our emotions control us, we act in impulsive ways that we later regret. We say things we didn't mean or do things that hurt ourselves or others. But when we learn to observe our emotions without judgment, we start to gain control over them. We realize that we are not at the mercy of our feelings and that we can choose how to respond to them. This is an essential skill for finding inner peace. It allows us to be more present, more aware, and more in control of our lives. So there you have it, 5 mental habits that can bring chaos into your life and prevent you from finding inner peace. But remember, you have the power to change these habits. You have the power to create a more peaceful and fulfilling life for yourself. It all starts with a single thought, a decision to be more aware of your thoughts and actions and to make positive changes. So don't wait another minute. Start today and see the difference it makes in your life. Please share with your friends and also subscribe so you don't miss our next videos.